This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 5th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. The Capital newspaper is one step closer to being a union newspaper. The effort, which began late last month, took a major step yesterday when Tribune Media voluntarily agreed to allow the Washington-Baltimore Newspaper Guild Local 32035 to represent the non-unionized employees of the Capital Gazette. Now, the organizing employees have already taken a card vote, and they believe they have 70% of the eligible employees that do want to join a union. All that's remaining to be done is that an independent third party needs to count those cards, verify that they are legitimate, and from that point on, the Guild and Tribune Media, who owns the Capital Gazette as well as the Baltimore Sun and other local papers, will have to get into a collective bargaining agreement. The state of Maryland has just released its first star ratings for every public school in the state, and Arundel County didn't fare so well, to be honest with you. The statewide results showed that 70% of the schools earned 3 or 4 stars out of 5, and Arundel County is right there in the thick of that thing. On the bottom end, the bottom 5% of the schools, including some in the 2-star category, will be identified as needing a plan for improvement. And Anne Arundel schools showed a higher percentage of schools earning 2 and 3 stars than any other jurisdiction in the area. As I look at a chart that was published by the Baltimore Sun, Anne Arundel County has 114 schools. 57 of them earned a 3-star, 26 of them earned a 2-star, 2 of them earned a 1-star, but only 5 schools earned 5 stars. Looking at Baltimore County, which is a little bit bigger as far as the number of schools go, but they had 26 schools in the 5-star rating, 70 in the 4-star, 46 in the 3-star, 16 in the 2, and only 2 in the 1-star. Howard County, which is a little bit smaller than us, had 31 in the 5, 36 in the 4, 6 in the 3, 0 in the 2, and 1 in the 1. So it looks like Anne Arundel County's got some work to do. The school district did put out a press release saying that the ratings reflect a score of 0 in 2 categories for the elementary school, and this is due to the fact that while quality instruction was provided when the indicators were established in the middle of the 2017-2018 year, the school system had no mechanism in place of which to track that. Superintendent George Arlotto made the decision not to report any 5th grade student as having met standards in those categories. However, Arlotto has said now that the county schools are now able to track them. It wasn't a surprise that the star rating system was coming down. I'm not sure why we didn't have a process in place to track 5th graders. We need a process in place to track criminals. There is an escaped North Carolina prisoner that state police believe may be still in Maryland. Police say that an inmate escaped a North Carolina prison on October 14th, may be in Maryland. 45-year-old Carl Priest Lamont Jones is believed to have traveled through St. Mary's County, and state police said that a trooper was investigating a suspicious vehicle in Callaway. They do believe that Jones stole the truck, but they didn't locate him. Police say that if you run across him, you shouldn't confront him, and he is described as a black male, 6 foot tall, weighing 184 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. I'm assuming that he does not have an orange T-shirt that says North Carolina State Prisons. Professor Gina Henderson, a Naval Academy oceanography professor, says that Annapolis sea level is projected to rise as much as 3.5 feet by 2050. And there has been an advisory council helping the Academy make decisions about flood-related matters. She did cite that the road has been closed on the Academy 38 times so far this year due to what we lovingly refer to as nuisance flooding. Now, Vice Admiral Ted Carter, the superintendent for the Academy, says that the school is planning to raise the seawall more than 2 feet with an option of raising it further as the need presents itself. And just a reminder, today is a national day of mourning for former President George Herbert Walker Bush, who died last Friday. There will be a memorial service at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. All federal offices are closed, as well as state offices. Maryland's Governor Larry Hogan has declared that state government agencies and offices will be closed today as well in honor of former President George Bush. That is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're giving us a recommendation to all of your friends and colleagues. And if you have the ability to give us a rating or a review on wherever you subscribe, please do that because we would appreciate it. And you want to make sure you check out the link in the show notes there with all sorts of ways to connect with us. You can obviously Facebook and Twitter. You can subscribe to the podcast. You can email us. You can send a letter to the editor. You can even text us, or you can actually leave us a voicemail there. Check that out. And that's about it. So all that's left for you this morning is to hang tight because we have George Young with your local DMV weather forecast coming right up.
From Main Street to Maryland Avenue, West Street to Ego Alley, and the circles in between. Shop local this holiday season by shopping at Midnight Madness in historic downtown Annapolis, with all stores open until midnight this Thursday. Post a selfie from Snowflake Alley, sip cocoa on City Dock, visit the baby alpacas, and on every street corner, enjoy dancers, carolers, and music. It's Midnight Madness. Visit DowntownAnnapolisPartnership.org. Midnight Madness is sponsored by the Downtown Annapolis Partnership, Sheehy Lexus of Annapolis, and WRNR.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and here's your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, December 5th. Yesterday was a step back into more seasonal temps after Monday's 60-plus degrees, and today will be much the same, if not a few degrees colder, as temps struggle to hit the 40-degree mark. And we could even see a few snow flurries or outright snow showers during the day today, as some energy moves through the skies above, but nothing to worry about if they do appear. And then the rest of the week through Saturday should be filled with sunshine and below average temps, with highs in the upper 30s to mid 40s as we move toward a possible winter storm sometime Sunday into Monday. So stay tuned for updates on that Thursday and Friday morning here on the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to download our free app by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, or check us out on Facebook or Twitter or on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
There is a diamond of diamonds, and as you'd expect, it's from the De Beers Group, benefiting from over 130 years of diamond expertise. Only 14 diamond tears in the world are allowed to touch them. Its name? Forevermark. And only one jeweler between Annapolis and Washington has it. Zachary's. Not only is it a beautiful and rare diamond, it's a diamond with a story of responsible sourcing, supporting women and girls in diamond-producing areas around the world through education, healthcare, professional training, and other programs. So when you give a Forevermark diamond, you're not just giving, you're giving back. Zachary's and Forevermark, a jeweler and a jewel. Online at zacharysjewelers.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.